Have you ever just got off work or got back home, flopped on bed, and then start scrolling through like, I don't do TikTok. I do like Instagram Reels. Like, and I don't even, let's be honest, I don't even post on Instagram. Like I have it. It's just kind of there. I've posted a couple pictures, but I don't do that stuff. I also have Snapchat that I never use. But you're scrolling through Instagram Reels and you see something interesting that comes to mind. Well, for me, it was watching Jeff Dunham. If you don't know Jeff Dunham, he's a ventriloquist. Hilarious. Love him. And I used to watch him a lot back when I was in high school, right? I'm dating myself. Jeff Dunham, ventriloquist, making amazing jokes with puppets. And it had me thinking, damn, if Sony kicks Bungie to the corner, they could become professional ventriloquists because they're used to having their hands up the ass of content creators and making them talk. Yes, that was a long intro just for the payout of a joke, whether you found it funny or not. But either way, I don't know. I'm on a different league this week. I woke up, Sunday to start recording for the week, like for Monday, and I chose violence. I don't know what it is, but we're continuing the series where we've been collecting Infinity Stones. We'll continue that, but we're just going for straight violence today, or just this week in general. But you know what's also getting violent? I don't know. I'm trying to find a segue. I can't find a good one. Just jump into it. No one gives, very few people give a shit about the epic raid. And I mean it. I've never seen a world's first race. By the way, world's first. First. Isn't it funny? The epic raid. It's so epic. We'll talk about that in a minute. I've not seen people not fucking excited for a raid. Mostly because it's the same fucking raid with just different mechanics. We'll talk about that in a minute. We will. I want to talk about it now, but I'm not going to. It is funny. I have seen less excitement about this whole situation than anything in Destiny. I think even Root of Nightmares had more excitement before it came out, right? It's just crazy. Content creators not excited, people not excited, and it is so bad. And I keep saying we'll talk about it. Let's just jump into something. Let's click it. We have a good actually seeing people in comments saying they won't do the raid race because they're afraid of King Ban. That's not the reason I'm skipping out, but you can tell someone on your team is cheating before apparently it's too late. By the way, this is a great segment. There's going to be those people flooding in who are going to be like, you cheated. By the way, I didn't cheat. You can watch the podcast, which I need to do, by the way. I'm going to do podcasts again. Every time I have to sit down for an hour to just sit and talk about, one specific thing. It's hard. Really a script for the Reaction Replay podcast. We will be doing it. I already have a topic to talk about, but I'll go in detail, right? We did all that jazz just to sell an account. But you guys, that we're doing an epic raid. So this is the first time you're going to see me cheat. That's right. Cheatathon. We're going to be doing a cheatathon. That is right. The epic raid race. We will be doing a cheatathon. You can check us out. We are sponsored by Destiny 2 Easy Cheats. Check us out. That's right. For all this brain dead, dumbass people who are butthurt that continue to say that I'm a cheater, your wish is my command. That's right. You can literally lick my ball sack as I do a cheats and cheatathon. We will have, Gatling gun, golden guns. We'll have Telesto Nova bombs. We are going to have, I'm trying to think of Titan, axe nukes. That's right. You throw an axe, you just crash the entire boss. It blows up into confetti. That is the kind of cheats we go for, baby. World's first. You will see world's first cheatathon. It's going to be exciting. Check us out Saturday. We'll be live. Every time I keep getting people comment saying, aren't you that cheater? I literally just say, check me out this Saturday for the cheatathon. It's never gonna get old because at this point I'm just going to troll and piss off as many people as possible. By the way, you think, oh, aren't you like, I still play Destiny, so suck that off. But let's talk about a raid that I will be playing. Check out the cheatathon. But back to our daily schedule video. No one gives a shit about this. One, we came full circle, so let's talk about this. We have leaks. There are no new encounters. And let me find the thing. We'll talk about it. There's a bunch of shit that's coming up. Who had it? This area? Okay. As we get closer to Saturday, I want to point out this quote from Bungie raid article last year where they said they could potentially add multiple encounters. Why would they say it if you had zero intention of following through? So this was leading up to the whole situation that they could potentially add new encounters. Plot twist. They're not adding any fucking new encounters. It's the same fucking bosses. But then you've got 1, 2, 3. It is literally, and I love this about Bungie. This is got to be one of the shittiest things that they could do. They take things away that we have, and then they bring it back and repackage it under a new name. This is essentially the epic raid is just prestige raids that we've had since Destiny fucking 1. And then we had it for Leviathan, and then we kind of had it for raid layers, but then they fucked it all up by making the prestige being, we're going to have preset loadouts. Yeah, that was a dreadful time. It is funny that they are amping. They are so it's what's bad is if we go, let's go to my profile. Let's just find where we're at. Yeah, they're so confident that people are going to give a shit. they're going to give a shit about the raid, that they're making trials be launched at the same time. Trials of Osiris returns this Friday in addition to the Desert Perpetual Epic Raid World's First Race kicking off on Saturday. Not only will Trials feature a returning fusion rifle, but this weekend will also feature 3 beloved maps. Check out tomorrow's tweet for full details. Guys, we're introducing a returning fusion rifle, and we're gonna make sure that there are 3 maps that people love. So if you wanted to participate in the raid's first race, but you're also a PvP main, fuck you. More likely it's we know you probably don't give a shit, because by the way, there's a lot of people who would race. There are no longer racing, and or unless you're Pineapple or whatever his name is from the top contender, the Vespers host, world's first, whatever. He was banned for cheating. And yes, he was banned for cheating. Anyone who thinks that he wasn't banned for cheating is delusional, especially since they are quick to reply to every other fucking person, apparently, who post, hey, why did I get banned? And Bungie's willing to clap their cheeks and get them harassed online. Yeah, I never reacted to that. Maybe we'll go back and dive in the archives for that situation, but Bungie's clearly breaking their own TOS. Anyways, it is funny that not even fucking like Bungie feels confident that people are going to be glued to the TV. They're like, hey, at this point, just come do anything. We know no one gives a shit about the epic raid. Please give a shit at least about trials, right? Please come back. We need this weekend. We need the metrics to look good. And that's what they're doing. How do you make it look like the raid is really pulling in players? You pull them in through trials. Returning fusion rifle. And by the way, I don't know if fusion rifle is really popping off enough. Like, even as an archetype, like, I don't know if anyone gives that much of a shit. But 3 beloved maps, guys. Trials is going to be really fun because of the 3 maps, even though the meta sucks dick. Well, let's see what people have to say. I don't really want to be negative, but I have a big feeling people are hyping themselves up for the epic raid, expecting new encounters. It's just a glorified master prestige raid, and everyone's going to get real mad. I think we already know that's true. And it's so bad. like the whole point of what Bungie's doing is that even Scarrow is calling them a high key pretty funny. Say prepare your best damage rotations after putting the not swap modifier on. It is a little tone deaf. By the way, while we're talking about not swap is glitched. That's right. If you look, not swap is bugged or at least poorly communicated. Despite stating you lose ability / ammo on armor swap, you actually lose them on stat changes. This includes tuning. Nowhere does it say this in game or in the TWID where the new not swap was detailed. That's right. So your stat changes get fucked. Isn't that cool?
Yeah.
Let's watch it live. Let's watch it. Swapped one mod.
So it's basically that, and then yeah.
Damn. They fucking massacred. So you can't even swap mods. They literally just brought the tactical nuke. Holy shit, they brought tactical nukes and they nuked your stat package. And by the way, no, people did not like not swap. And now you have people who are just people are just fed up with this shit. Bungie really out here trying to make the epic raid race the most miserable experience ever. By the way, we're gonna overcome that miserable experience easily thanks to Destiny 2 Easy Cheats. That's right, sponsored by the Destiny 2 Easy Cheats. That is right. We're gonna easily clap the cheeks. Who needs to worry about not swap when all you have to do is swap into Infinite Golden Gun? Suck that big dick. That's right. Hell yeah. Yeah. Let's see. Epic raid race will be a fun, exciting challenge. Type yes to confirm. I'm pretty sure whoever plays Epic Raid, they're doing it just to keep the emblem streak going. Literally no other reason to play the highest end game race of the game, like an NPC holding an SMG, because that's what the DPS meta is. They actually changed the final boss damage, and his white mechanic is him saying, we're listening. Oh, they changed the boss to DMG, and his white mechanic is oh no. Oh no. It's nah, it's gonna be buggy and desync laggy mess. Outlook's not so good. No, because everyone knew that's rating quit playing, and the game voice never worked for me on PC, so no rating for me. New weapons and new encounters will be cool. Yes, but it's like what, 1 or 2 new guns, and yes, new encounter. Guys, do you think they know? Do you think they know? Wait, where the hell is it? I lost it. God dang it, Jim. You had one fucking job. God dang it, Jim. Oh, here you go. There it is. Stop the clock. Yeah. They don't know. Hands up if you want to do 5 fights with a damage check, -50 under 60 power. In light of recent events, I'm saying a thing. I'm not saying a thing until I see it. About to be better than Forsaken Trust. Are you sure about that? Shit show. Yes, nope. Champions. Fuck. Copium, yes. So let's see what people are reacting with the view quotes. Let's see. Not swap feels so ass to prepare for. It's so limiting in loadout choices, and it's just so ass to think about. Prepare your best damage rotations when not swap takes everything from you if you swap a single stat mod. If you laugh, you go to hell. Prepare your best damage rotations when you can't even swap anything. I don't understand that. The tears of pain and frustration from streamers and contrarians that are taking part in this will sustain me. You know what? I agree. And that's why, while they're crying tears, I will be laughing and having a good time. And the cheatathon, that's right, baby. Brought to you and sponsored by Destiny 2 Easy Cheats. Okay, it's getting redundant now, but I want to make sure that I piss off every person who hate watches. And just realize this. I've done that 3 times. The people who are hate watching, and they've got literally my salty balls in their mouth right now. They're upset. And they keep having to be upsetted. And I love it. Drink from their tears. My interest could not be any lower for an otherwise fairly exciting activity. Frick, not swap. I don't even think that it's going to be exciting. Like, it's just the prestige. Like, we never, like, I don't, and here's the thing. I don't even, like, I've never tried to participate in the raid race, but even I think it's fucking stupid to give belts for a raid that most people fucking know, unless you are dramatically changing the raid. Like, it's fucking stupid. I sure can't wait to prepare my best damage rotations while limited to not swap. Is this even worth watching? Oh no, it will be worth watching. Don't, sweetie. If you ever want to, if you ever get upset because content creators are always saying that casuals are ruining the game and that it's not challenging or hard, just sit back and watch them in frustration, watch them yell at each other, watch them get upset, watch them, waste their time, and know that you didn't. You get to sit there, you get to sit back, and you're like, cheers. Get the popcorn out, and just remember, they get to suck all the dick while you get to laugh and laugh at them. So yes, it will be worth watching just for the set. Like, just watch for entertainment. You're gonna watch. It's like, honestly, you got to be careful. I wouldn't watch it in public because it's essentially watching porn. You're gonna watch a bunch of people get fucked live on Twitch and YouTube. So be careful. Don't be in public. You'll get dinged, especially with all the fucking that's going on. Bungie, please drop. Oh yeah, and Bungie has yet to drop. It's going to be what? Yeah, they haven't dropped the ban list. I imagine they're going to drop it with the TWID, which is still fucking funny. They're like, we're going to wait till the TWID to tell you shit for some fucking reason. Prepare your damage rotations. Don't swap armor, weapon types, stat mods, or armor stat boost. But feel free to swap armor mods, weapons of the same ammo type, and then swap everything when you're out of ammo. We love not swap. I don't want to be a jerk, but there won't be any damage rotations. Hee hee. Part 2, I presume. Ultimate Edition. Ain't nobody got time for that. Prepare your best damage rotations, but you ban swapping anything. Honestly, really excited for this, but can we get ban list today, please? You are the one person excited. Ain't nobody going to be participating Daft Punk concert that day. Oh, damn. Really? Damn. Guys, I think I'm going to have to cancel the cheatathon because I want to go to Daft Punk concert. Like, fuck this. Yeah, I'm canceling it now. We're done. Sorry, cheatathon over. We're going to have to reschedule. I'm going to that Daft Punk concert. Fuck that shit. Finally. Yes, finally. By the way, they delayed this. They delayed the raid because they knew Borderlands was going to eat their shit, eat their fucking lunch. And I still think it would have, even with the optimizations. Like, ain't no one would ever fucking touch Destiny with Borderlands 4, because even when it with optimization, it was fucking fun, and it's still fucking fun. Yeah, Bungie knew they were about to get their ass clapped, and so they made the right business choice, the GTFO. What I love is in the last year's article when they said it might add an encounter, they're gonna, okay, he's already mentioned that. I'm gonna keep it real. If there isn't a new encounter and some mechanical switch ups, I'm just say there's no point in 2 raid races, and the raid race should now just do it on normal, then again on epic. Which is funny that we are coming up. We went from contest mode. We have master. We used to have prestige. Now we have grandmaster, and now we have ultimate. It's like, can we just choose a fucking, like, why do we keep changing the fucking difficulty scalars or like the names for them? Just call it fucking prestige. Or call it ultimate mode, or just why is everything we have the raid. Now we have the epic raid, bitch, just call it the master raid or grandmaster ultimate. Like, why is it it just doesn't make fucking sense. It's like, why do we just, no one asked them for this, by the way. No one said, hey, it's confusing. Prestige. Oh, I'm so confused. What does that mean? Bitch, leave it alone. They mentioned there's no new encounters. They didn't mention that. Leaks did. It's definitely just going to be similar to Prestige Leviathan, but that's kind of what I was expecting when they announced it anyways. I'm kind of looking forward to Saturday to see the bitching fest. It will turn invulnerable 50% of the way through the normal mechanics to add some new ones, then go back to normal. That's a fair guess. At this point, I really think it's on you if you expect anything. It's probably just an extra mechanic in each encounter and coping that getting mad would be ridiculous right now. Yeah, I do half agree. I just think Bungie's not communicating expectations well, and people will get their hopes up and will get mad yet again. Well, when they make posts talking about, hey, when they post shit like this, guys, do you also remember that Bungie said they would, the biggest bait of history from Bungie was that they said, hey, this was like a year or 2 years ago now. Hey, for raids that already have their exotics, like example, like Outbreak Prime or Perfected, or like even Leviathan, we have, you know, Acris. For raids that we already have access to exotics, they said that they would make new ones for any reprise raids. And they haven't done that ever. We've yet to be an instance where they've brought back a raid where we already have that corresponding exotic. And yeah, that turned out to be fucking useless. Kind of like this. It's like Bungie just says shit to make you happy and excited, only to just never do anything with it. By the way, in the first major update following Codename, the raid will receive a challenge update, adding new rewards, new mechanics, new feats, and potentially even new encounters. Again, people need to really read the room. They absolutely are great at gaslighting people, potentially even new encounters. Like, what? The raid will receive a challenge update. It is crazy. That is like the biggest gaslight, potentially. Guys, we're going to make you think that we are, but we're really not, because we fucking suck as a company. You can't make this shit up, man. You just can't make this shit up. I think most it's gonna be a mechanic change halfway through the boss, but I'm really curious about the delta. Negative 40 if not swap would be insane. Negative 30 is insanely easy. Yeah, we'll see about that. I'm going in with low expectations, to be honest. I don't even know why I'm gonna go in. I guess I just want to try it. I paid for the expansion, so I want to see how much more I regret my purchase, I guess. This is real. This is so much. How much more I regret my purchase. Hey, sometimes you gotta admit that you're a masochist. I think being negative is just being realistic at the moment. Or ATP. Yeah, but there's a raid belt, Jen. This is gonna be build the momentum the Destiny community wants. 100%. Who's hyping themselves up? People want the Age of Triumph raids. I don't get why they would hate on this. People loved the Age of Triumph raids. I don't get why they would hate on this. Because Age of Triumph brought back in that time, just for people who don't understand, Bungie and Destiny 1 would soft sunset raids, kind of like they're doing now, and then they would essentially just be useless. And then at Age of Triumph, Bungie brought all raids up to par, and they brought in new armor. And when I say new armor, I don't mean fucking recolors. I mean, you got actual cosmetic changes. We've got new adept weapons and exotics. And hell, they turned most of the weapons into exotics. That's how crazy it was. It's like, hey, I don't think they were that great. It was just literally exotics back then was them just adding elements to the guns. Like that was it. Like it's not as crazy as you think it is. But they did that. All that they're doing with the epic raid is they're adding what, 1 or 2 new guns, a recolor of the raid armor, like they did everything else for Ash and Iron. It's just a recolor of everything. Even Iron Banner was going to be a recolor of old shit. And then they're going to update the encounters with like prestige mechanics. That's it. It's completely different from Age of Triumph. So this person is like literally Ferris, and I'm sure they probably block me, which is good because they're probably dumb as fucks. This is probably a Bungie ball fondler. They've smoked too much galaxy gas is what I'm getting at. Damn. Yeah, this is, I am so glad that I actually just don't give a shit. And why I'm doing the cheat. No, okay, we're done. Raid bosses should never be scaled around swapping. I don't think swapping is inherently bad, but it's not something everyone can do and should never be balanced around. I agree. I think that's the truth. Now, do I think not swap is the solution? No, I just think that Bungie should figure out their shit and not make Desert Perpetual the worst raid in Destiny history. Not swap is good, and you are ass because you need to rely on menu gameplay to get things done. Truth nuke. Listen, I will agree. Cancel not on just up the pools or something to make balance. Brother, what the fuck are we talking about? Or sister, what the fuck are we talking about? I just read this comment. Do this? You can tell this person's never even touched. Like, even I went in and touched one of the bosses. The health was fucking jacked up. That's the reason why people had to use fucking damage rotations and swap shit, is because there was too fucking, like, you're advocating for the problem and the reason why people were doing damage, like swapping. What do you mean? I love not swap. Get good. Playing Silksong instead. Yes, true. All right, well, yeah, overall, I do think the not swap drama is going to continue to be a bane in existence for anyone who gives a shit about this. But overall, I do think most people are checked out by now, and Bungie is overhyping this. I do think that this is probably not going to end well for Bungie, which is why they're desperate enough to make trials open at the same time to pull in as many people. Oh my God. Holy shit. We actually went under 20K. Damn. Like the peak. We've actually got a peak, like 24-hour peak is actually fucking, yeah, this game's fucking cooked. God damn. And if you think consoles, and we know that console, based on what we saw, if the data was correctly based on, it was about double this, almost triple. So it's not that much higher. So overall, it's looking like fucking ass. Woo! Damn. That's not good, Jim. That ain't good. Anyways, I'm Mr. Gaming Counselor. Hit the like button, comment down below. And don't forget, cheatathon. I'm sorry. Cheatathon. Cheat. Okay. Wait, are you still here? People who are literally licking my salty balls, who are upset, who are watching. This is for the hate watchers out there. Cheatathon, brought to you by Destiny Easy Cheats. I'll bring the link this Saturday, 7 a.m. Okay. Do you think people who hate watch me, do you think they watch the complete video, or they just literally watch like 5 minutes of the intro and then they feel like, oh, I've got enough to say something? Or do you think they really watch all of it? Comment down below your guesses. Anyways, it's demon time, I guess. It's demon time for me this week. I'm out for blood. I'll see you guys in the next one. Until next, just go.